Peace, family, what is good? We are back here, Chooses and D-May Low, with another live stream at the stream! Woo! Primal living, baby, to the max. You know how we get it, man. No soy boy shit out here, man. We dunk straight into our fears, dive into that motherfucker like this. Better dive head first into them fears. Anything that keeps you blocked, anything that keeps you stuck from living up to your highest potential, you better unlock it right now. So we came on here to give y'all a little bit of a feel for what it is that we do to conquer our deepest fears and our deepest blockages, and to also connect with nature, connect with our highest selves, and connect with all the elements all around us. And I'll tell you, if there's one thing that our modern society has lost touch with, that it needs to be remembered, is our connection to nature, our connection to ourselves, and our connection to the all. And once you have that established, once you have that mastered, my friends, there is no thing, and I'm telling you, no thing that'll ever stop you from being able to go to your highest path of your destiny, and your purpose, and your vision for what life you want to create, and what world do you want to live in. So I ask you right now, what world is it that you want to live in? And I'll let my brother Dominic take it away and tell us a little bit about the world that he wants to see us living in.
I want to live in a world where change is a constant, where life is always growing, and we are empowering each other for a better world of peace, love, unity. A world where healthcare is focused on the person's needs. They're not seen as a customer, but seen as someone who has fallen off of their path and needs some help, some guidance to be showed the way back onto their path, to embody their fulfillment and their fulfillment of life, the fulfillment of their innermost desires, and their fulfillment in their mission and purpose. A life, a world where all you see is success. All you see is discipline and people striving to be the greatest versions of themselves in each and every moment. So, my question for you is, what changes are you making in your life on a consistent daily basis that are supporting your mission, your lifestyle, that will help anchor in this new world I wish to create in accordance and support with you?
Aho!
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, what I'm hearing from you, Brother Dominic, is that this elevated lifestyle and this world that you want to live in, it is not something that we just do it alone by ourselves. It's a co-creation with not only the people that are learning, but us as the teachers, because we learn from you. It is a cycle. We are not only the teachers, but we're also students of life. And if we want to see that kind of a world manifested, what I hear you saying is that we need to come together and that we need to unify. And I could not agree more with that statement. Because if you look around us in the world today, what's the number one thing that the news, that the media, that the governments, what do they want you to do? They want you to pick a side. They don't want you to work for the highest good of all. They want you to work for the side that you picked. Because they know that as long as they keep us divided, that we will not be able to obtain that true power and that true democracy where each individual can live their lives freely and where every single industry can no longer be manipulated by people that want to just use the money to be able to control it, that are only in it for the profits. If we want to see a true system within healthcare, within every industry that we have, I see now that it is truly necessary for us to reshape and reform and restructure the system that we currently live in, so that no longer do we move forward divided, but we actually come together as one united state of America, how it was truly founded to be. And I realize now that that starts with you and me. I realize that the people at the top, those governments, they ain't gonna do nothing about this unless people like you and I come on here on these platforms, speak our voices, speak our truth, speak into existence the world that we want to see, and then demand it. Not only with words, but with our actions, and with our thoughts, and with every single creation that we partake in within our lives. And who and what we choose to support. Because ultimately, who do you think's paying for all these governments and all these systems and industries? Because they're printing the money out of thin air. But what is it backed behind? It's backed behind the labor of all the citizens. If the citizens didn't come to show up to work each day, or if they didn't choose to support and pay all their money to these high up infrastructures, then where would they get all the funding to have this power and control? So just think about it. What is a way that you can learn how to live more independent, more sustainable, and more sovereign, so that you do not have to rely on the system that wants to oppress us, to control the world that we live in? And I'll let my brother Dominic take that away too, if he has any insights on how we can be more proactive to make that kind of a change in the world happen. What are the practical steps?
Wow.
Shoot it.
Thanks, Brother David.
Yes.
That question just fell right into my hands. And I've been pondering about a response. There's a phrase, a quote, an old saying that is, each one teach one.
Woo!
So, be a living example. Not only have you been taught from somebody, more experienced, someone who has obtained more wisdom and has chosen to pass on the wisdom, the knowledge onto you, you must continue the cycle in teaching others and bestowing wisdom and knowledge to better fortify the future earth, world we wish to create. And great point about the choice. By giving in to the media, the news, the system, they are fragmenting your power, having you decide one way or another way. Take the middle path and choose yourself and your loved ones and your family, your community always. Because there is nothing outside of you that isn't within you already. So empower yourself and spread that knowledge. Teach others how to fortify and secure a better future. future, a system that is crafted upon self-love, but also giving love unconditionally. There is values that one must obtain for themselves to be an example for others. And it all starts with healthcare.
Self-care.
Healthcare, self-care. How are you taking care of your health? You know, flip that around. Move the words around so that they can benefit you, not disempower you, and have them empower you. Look within, and you will find the reasons and the motives, because you want to see changes within yourself. So as we create and cultivate and motivate these changes, we are helping our brothers and sisters to stand up against fear and tyranny. Very slick, brother David.
Had to just sneak in there so that we could see what we're doing right now as we're making this.
Yes, we are reflecting onto ourselves.
Reflections.
Yeah, reflections. And as you witness us, we are a reflection of you.
Ashe, aho! No! Woo! Divine reflection, take a deep breath. Let out all that you've been holding on to. Reflections, I ask you to not let your mind try to understand what we're saying, but rather open your heart and let your heart feel the vibrations of the feeling of unity, of strength, of divine power, divine guidance, and divine protection. Because when you feel it from your heart, then you realize that this message is something that you have always deep down wanted, not only for yourself, but for all of your loved ones and for all of humanity. It's what you've always been wishing for, but what you've been taught by society is unattainable. What you've been led to believe is too far out there, that we'll never see a world where peace prevails and where harmony and love becomes the source of all that helps the world go round. But let me ask you, dear reflections, right now, what is it that brought you into this world? It's not for love. Not for the love of life that your parents wanted to give to you, because they saw and they felt that there is a purpose for being alive that goes far beyond just ourselves. It goes far beyond our children. It goes far beyond anything that you can attach onto. The true desire, the true guiding force behind everything that we do in life is for the procreation and for the evolution of all that is, to embody and to exist in complete harmony, in complete unity. And the only thing that has got us off track from all the cycles of millions of years where this was automatically done without any thought, without any conscious attention. The only thing that took us off that track was when we decided as a human race that we needed something outside of us to control and govern us. When we lost touch with the power that lies within, for us to use our gifts given by God and our divine nature that is programmed to be always living in harmony with ourselves, to where we never do anything that would harm ourselves or another. And when we were told by this outside force, when these governments started to be created, and if we even break down the word government, the word ment comes from the Latin word mente, which means mind. So it means to govern the mind. When humanity forgot how to govern its own mind and its own faculties, we let these controllers and these oppressors tell us what to think, tell us how to live, and tell us how to abide by their system so that they could keep their control over us. And there's many debates about how that came about, whether it could be an alien race that came down. Who knows? Who cares? All we know is that we're in this predicament right now, right here, and that me and my brother Dominic are here to transmit the truth that has been hidden from you for thousands of years, and to also remind you of the solution that you already know deep down in your heart, but that you have just forgotten or lost touch with. So let these questions that we asked stay not within your mind, but let it resonate within your heart. Let it simmer. And then I want you to let us know in the comments, what is your practical solution and your practical step to live in this state of sovereignty, to live in this state of the world that you truly want to live in, and the action steps that you are going to take to do that. So with that being said, any final remarks from my brother Dominic before we close it off?
Yes, I do, Brother David. I'm looking forward to see the responses and the engagement we receive in the comments. And I want to let everyone chew on this for a moment, a few moments, however long you need to chew on it. Currently, as it stands, we are amongst each other, seeming as we are separate but equal. But me and my brother David are embodying and grounding in that we want to create on this earth and this planet, that we want to unify and thrive. And the power of two with the fractal effect and the 100 monkey effect, yes, thank you, will multiply across the land for all to experience, all to witness, and all to give love, to bring togetherness to our communities that have been separated by those oppressors, those governments. So I want to anchor it in one more time that we are here to unify and thrive.
And let's count it off on the count of 3. Say it with me now, y'all. Unify and thrive. 1, 2, 3. Unify and thrive! Feeling alive right now, baby. As Ralph Smart would say, the cat down the road is always here with us. Or what is it that he says? We out here in the heart of nature.
Yeah.
Slow motion that sight, baby.
Taking in that good
Ass
prana,
prana, baby.
Yeah.
Breathing in that good ass prana. So make sure you carry that vibration with you. Make sure you breathe in that good ass prana and breathe in that intention of what you want to manifest. And with each breath, allow it to amplify. Namaste.
Namaste.
Infinite love and appreciation, family. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Blessings.